an isolated millionaire's paradise in Colorado. But what truly lies behind its gates? What is the truth about its owner that has finally been revealed? Fortune, secrets, and a story that no one has told until now. Prepare yourself. What you will discover in this video could forever change the image you have of an empire built from scratch. Are you ready to face the truth? Hello, what a joy to have you here with me. I'm Jorge Zanura, and I want to welcome you to our channel, Celebrities Farm. Before we unravel this secret together, I ask for your help. Subscribe right now so you don't miss any revelations, and go ahead and leave your like on the video. This simple gesture helps us continue to bring you the most fascinating stories from the world of celebrities for you. Shall we go on this journey together? Imagine a place where time seems to have stopped. Hundreds of acres of wild nature in Colorado, with a crystal clear river and a history that dates back to the Old West. This is the Tarryall River Ranch. To the public, it's a luxury retreat. But behind the rustic facade, there is an empire. And the question no one asks is, what leads someone to invest a fortune here? Is it a millionaire's whim? Or a business strategy that no one saw? Properties like this are legacies that can hide both glories and failures. And Tarryall's story is full of both. Think with me. How much do you think it cost to keep a dream like this alive? The truth we are about to reveal about the owner goes far beyond the millions in the bank account. It's about the price of a legacy. So what is the revealed truth about the owner of Tarryall River Ranch? The answer will surprise you. It's not about an anonymous magnate or an inherited fortune speculating on land. The truth has a first and last name, Steve and Kristen Woodford, and their story is the real jewel of this place. First, let's shatter the image of the idle millionaire. Before becoming the guardians of this paradise, the Woodfords had a completely different life, with successful careers in the corporate world. But they felt something was missing, that call for a greater purpose. They didn't just buy the ranch with money. They bought it with the courage to abandon a secure life to pursue an authentic passion. Always remember this. Sometimes the biggest risk is not following your passion. And here comes the part no one sees, the price of reality. Buying the land was just the first step. The truth is tireless work, 24 hours a day. It's mending fences under the scorching sun, caring for dozens of horses before dawn, managing teams. And the hardest part, preserving the soul of a place with over 100 years of history without letting it fall into ruin. Every cabin, every trail, every detail demands not just financial investment, but sweat, sacrifice, and a dedication that money can't buy. It is proof that every dream has a price, but the reward of living it is priceless. So why do all this? Because the revealed truth is that the ranch is not the final goal. It's the vehicle. The Woodfords' mission is to keep a piece of American history alive and create unforgettable memories for the families who visit them. They are not just running a business. They are forging a legacy. They understood that true success is not what you accumulate, but what you build and preserve for others. That is the true and immeasurable wealth of Tarryall River Ranch. But let's go even deeper. What does it mean, in practice, to be the guardian of a legacy like the Tarryall River Ranch? It's not just a nice title. It is a life philosophy, one that directly collides with the frantic pace of the modern world and demands a strength that goes beyond the physical. Think of the ranch as a valuable piece of ancient pottery. Over more than a century, it has inevitably suffered some cracks. Economic crises, harsh winters, the dust of time. Many in the business world would try to hide or disguise these imperfections. But the Woodford's philosophy is different, resembling the Japanese art of kintsugi, where the fractures of a broken piece are filled with gold, not to hide them, but to celebrate their history. They are not trying to erase the past. They honor every crack, turning the scars into the beauty and strength of the place. Maintaining this authenticity in a world that demands novelty and perfection at all costs is their most complex challenge. This redefines what it means to live a cowboy life in the 21st century. The romanticized image of individualism gives way to the concept of stewardship. It is the sacred responsibility to care for the land, the animals, and the traditions, so that future generations can have the same authentic experience. It's a conscious trade-off. They abandon the relentless pursuit of another, zero in their bank account for the richness of purposeful work that nourishes the soul. They are living the answer to the question many of us silently ask ourselves: isn't there a more meaningful form of success? Their mission resembles that of the ancient cathedral builders. They laid stones and raised walls, knowing they might never see the final tower, but they had faith they were contributing to something much larger. The philosopher William James summarized this perfectly. The great use of life is to spend it for something that will outlast it. This is exactly what we see in action at Tarryall. Each day of work is not just for the monthly balance sheet. It is an investment in 2050, 2080, and beyond. It is the slow and glorious construction of a cathedral of memories in the heart of the Old West. And so we arrive at the heart of our journey. The great truth about the millionaire owner of Tarryall River Ranch has, indeed, been revealed. And it is far more powerful and inspiring than any dark secret or financial scandal. The truth is that the greatest asset of this place is not in the property deed or its market value, but in the courage and philosophy of its owners. To directly answer the questions we asked at the beginning, what leads someone to invest a fortune here? It wasn't a whim. It was a conscious choice. It wasn't a strategy to multiply money, but rather a plan to build a life with more meaning. The great revealed secret is this: Steve and Kristen Woodford did not simply buy a ranch. They rescued a legacy and invested in a purpose greater than themselves. They show us that it is possible, even at the peak of a successful career, to stop and ask the most important question of all: what am I building that will last? And this is precisely where the story stops being about them and starts being about you. The emotional and practical impact of this on our lives is a direct invitation to reflect. Perhaps you don't have millions to buy a ranch in Colorado, but that doesn't matter. The Tarryall story is not about acres or horses. It's about legacy and purpose. What is your Tarryall River Ranch? It could be that project you always postpone, the passion that your routine forced you to shelve, or the simple decision to invest more quality time in your family and your community. The lesson here is universal and redefines what wealth is. Is wealth the balance in your bank account or your peace of mind at the end of the day? Is it the status you display or the positive impact you leave on people's lives? The Woodfords prove that a legacy is not a check you leave behind when you die. A legacy is the sum of your actions, the integrity of your work, and the passion you dedicate to what you believe in day after day. The true measure of our success is what we plant that will continue to grow and bear fruit long after we are gone. If this story about legacy and purpose inspired you, I want to invite you to continue this journey with me. 2 recommended videos about other surprising celebrity farms and stories will now appear on the screen. Click on one of them and I'll see you there. Before you go, I'll close with a final thought. Your legacy is not what you leave for people. It's what you leave in them. Don't wait for the perfect moment to build something great. Start today with what you have where you are. And to continue this conversation, I'd really like to know your opinion. Answer here in the comments. After this story, what does the word wealth mean to you? If you've made it this far, congratulations, you are a successful person. People like you who seek knowledge to the very end are rare and admirable. For me to know that you are one of them and to strengthen our community, comment with the secret phrase, "My legacy is under construction." Thank you so much for your company. A big hug, and until the next video.